Hi everyone, and welcome to your Pilates Mini Stability Ball workout today. I'm Yasmin Say. I'm a West London-based Pilates instructor and personal trainer. If you like this video, then please do check out my other videos and workouts on my YouTube channel, Say Fitness Personal Training, and please do subscribe. So let's get started, guys. So you will need your mini stability ball, and yours might look very similar to mine, or it might be slightly bigger or even slightly smaller. The key thing is that you don't fully blow it up, okay? You need a little bit of squidginess into that ball. So once you've got your stability ball, we're going to actually start from seated today. So you need to perhaps prop yourself up on a block, or you can grab a big book, or maybe a cushion or a pillow. So let's start by lengthening through the crown of the head, imagining there's an invisible string reaching from the crown of the head up towards the ceiling here, creating length through the spine. Sometimes it helps me to sort of lift the skull, almost lengthening the back of my neck a little bit more, so I feel the length from the hips all the way up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, and then just bringing the stability ball to your chest here. Focusing only on your breathing for the next couple of minutes. Taking a big inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale through pursed lips, I want you to squeeze into that ball. Inhaling, expanding through the rib cage, front, back, and sides. And as you exhale, squeezing into the ball. And this gives us a little bit of focus to start engaging with those deep core stabilizers. So as you start to squeeze the ball a little bit more here, I want you to start by pulling gently the belly button into the lower spine. And imagine that you're holding like an accordion here. So I want you to think of that three-dimensional diaphragmatic breathing from the rib cage. So as you inhale, expanding outwards through the rib cage. As you exhale, squeezing into the ball as the ribs pull in and down towards those hips, gently pulling in the belly button into the lower spine, and also starting to activate through your pelvic floor muscles like you're pulling a tissue out of a tissue box. So think about gentle contractions rather than over squeezing this muscle, over contracting that muscle. And feel the shoulders melt away from your ears here, releasing any tension in the upper body, okay? We're moving away from that shallow form of breathing from the chest. Let's just do one more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. And then you're going to take the ball over to your left. We'll just do a little bit of a side stretch here. As you take an inhale, reaching your right arm up. Exhale, flex over to the left. Try and keep those sitting bones down on the block. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale, reaching those fingertips away. And then coming back to center. Let's go over to the other side. Inhale, exhale, lengthen over to the side. Inhale, exhale. We've got one more time. Inhale, exhale. And then back to center. From here, guys, just extend your legs out, just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Let's take it into a spine stretch forwards here. Lengthening on the inhale. Crown of the head reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin. Gently articulate through the spine as you roll that ball away. Inhale, breathing into the back of the ribs. Exhale, roll that ball back in as you extend through the spine again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the back of the rib cage. Exhale, articulate, growing taller through that spine. Wonderful. Let's come off our block if we were using it. And let's come to the top of our mats here as we bring the ball in between our knees. Feet flat on the floor. You can support yourself if you want to, rolling down. Otherwise, arms out in front, palms facing down, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis as you slowly roll down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest those arms down. Shuffle those heels in just so you can just about tickle the heels with your fingertips. Keep those feet hip width apart. Pelvis is heavy on the mat. So tailbone is lengthening down away from the crown of the head here. Arms are down heavy onto the mat, pressing the backs of the shoulders into the mat here. So you're broadening on the collarbone. Shoulders are wide, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale here. As you exhale, peel from the tailbone, rolling, articulating through that spine, one vertebrae at a time as you raise those hips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes here, squeeze the ball. Inhale, exhale, roll down, upper, mid, lower spine in that order, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, slowly peel the spine, lower, mid, upper vertebra, ribs pulling in here. Squeeze that ball, inhale, exhale, roll down, upper, mid, lower spine like a wave. One more time here, inhale, exhale, rolling up. Keep squeezing into that ball here, squeezing into the glutes. Inhale as you reach those arms up and overhead. Exhale, the arms come down by your sides. Inhale, keep those ribs drawn in, hip to rib connection here. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Now from here, squeeze those hips up a little bit more and give me 10 pulses of that ball. Squeeze 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift those hips a little bit more if you can. Exhale like you're crushing a grape underneath each of your vertebrae, rolling down one vertebrae at a time, lengthening that tailbone down towards the mat. Wonderful. From here, bringing your hands or your fingers to your hip bones and start to rock that pelvis forwards and backwards. Let's find our neutral position here. So once you've done a few tilts, which is really nice to just gently ease any tension in the lower back, find halfway between the two, that natural curve of your lower back. And by placing one hand underneath your lower back, you can gently press your lower back into your hand here and then gently remove it. But where you're really looking for here is the pubic bone and the hip bones on the same plane, okay? If I were to place a glass of water here, it would not tip over. So let's check the stability of that neutral pelvis. You're going to place the ball underneath your feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together like you have a piece of paper you're trying to keep in position there. Elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears, rib cage pulled in. Inhale as you slide and glide that ball away. Exhale, flex the spine off the mat, looking at your knees. Inhale. Exhale, compress the abdomen, head, shoulders, tips of shoulder blades lift off. Inhale. Exhale. Use the breath to control the movement from start to finish. Exhale, holding here. Inhale. Exhale, give me 10 little pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And then exhale. Release it there, hugging those knees into the chest and draw circles in opposite directions. And then change direction. Now from here, guys, you're going to take that ball. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart. You're going to lift the pelvis and place the ball underneath your sacrum. So your sacrum is just about halfway between your lower back and your bottom, okay? Your glutes. So just make sure, just maybe have a little wiggle around just to check you're in the right position here. Arms pressed down into the mat. From here, we're going to inhale one leg to tabletop, exhale the other leg. Knees are directly stacked over the hips. Your ankles are in line with your knees. Let's start slowly. Exhale as you toe tap, right foot towards the ground, inhale up. Remember, it's a hip hinge pattern here, whereby you want to imagine there's a knee brace stuck on both of your knees, preventing their shape from changing. So working into those hip flexors. If you want to at this point to add a little bit more of a challenge, you can extend your arms up towards the ceiling. We've got 4. We've got 3. We've got 2. And then 1. And now from here, keeping those legs in tabletop, as you exhale, we're going to come into this dead bug variation. As you extend your right arm back, left foot taps down. Exhale, other side. Really maintaining that hip to rib connection here. Abdominals are switched on. Focusing on the breath to coordinate it with the movement. A lot of these exercises are all about coordination. Guys, you've got 2 more here. Last one. Now from here, you can keep the arms up or bring them down. Squeeze the legs together, inner thighs connected here. As you exhale, both feet tap down towards the ground. Inhale up, exhale. And even if you do bring your arms up here, the feet might not tap all the way down, or if they do, you might feel this in the lower back, in which case I would immediately reduce your range of motion. You've got 2 more. Let's go for 1 more. And then from here, again, arms can stay up or down. Separate those legs about hip width apart. And then from here, you're going to extend, single leg extension, 1 leg, inhale back, exhale, left leg. Exhale, exhale. Let's go for 4 more. 4 and 3. And be mindful of how far you lower those legs. And then from here, let's finish off. Extending those legs up to the ceiling, pointing those toes, little circles here, about the size of a small dinner plate. Let's go for another 4. 3, really keep those abdominals engaged, guys. Core is switched on here, change direction. Pelvic floor on. Small circles, ensure the stability of that pelvis here. We don't want it rocking and rolling. Last 3. Last 2, last 1, and then from here, 1 foot down, other foot down, lift the pelvis off the ball. Well done. From here, we're going to rock up just to counterbalance that with a little bit of extension here. So from here, again, checking that pelvis is in neutral, interlace the fingers behind the head here. And then all we're going to do is lengthen over that ball, lengthen to extend. So maybe after you've done the first one, the ball isn't in the correct position. It's sort of just at the kind of base of your shoulder blades. Lengthening. And then exhale, draw the ribs down towards those hips. So we're lengthening from that mid-spine, the thoracic spine, the longest region of the spine here. But we don't want to just flop, yeah? We don't want to just kind of flop here and just come into almost hyperextension. So really think about reaching the crown of the head behind you. And exhale, drawing, letting those abdominals help bring you back to center. 1 more time. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, bringing yourself back up. Lovely. Again, take the ball away. Bring it behind your knees. Start to rock up and down through the spine, ready for rolling like a ball. Hands holding onto the ankles. You look at the knees, only the knees. You round the spine here, tucking that tailbone, only rolling to mid-spine and then coming back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, abs engaged all the time here. I always say that rolling like a ball is actually 80 to 90% core work. C-curving that spine, guys. Again, protect that head and neck. Don't roll to that area. Keep it fluid, holding it here. Maybe you release your arms. Can you practice just the balance here? Can you draw those knees in a little bit more? Last 3, 2, 1. Take the ball, roll it away, rounding that spine, breathing into the back of the ribs. Exhale, roll yourself up. Super work. Let's come down to extension exercise. So this is a kind of modification of a little bit of breaststroke. So what I want you to do here is you're going to look down to the mat at all times, shoulders away from the ears. Legs are about hip width apart, drawing that tailbone, lengthening it away, and also pulling up that belly button away from the mat. From here, just to get those shoulders, a little bit of mobility for the shoulders here. So looking down, lifting from the shoulders as you exhale, and then inhale, release. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. Exhale, and down. We've got 2 more like this. Careful that you're not lifting the head and chest at the same time. And now from here, you're going to lift and lengthen. This is your starting point. I'm still looking down at the mat, crown of the head reaching forward. As I inhale, I'm reaching back. Exhale, I pass it out in front. Inhale as I reach back. Exhale as I reach in front. And from here, guys, what you want to do is really think about lengthening, yeah? I'm not pulling the shoulders away towards the ears. I'm pulling them away. So I'm melting them down the back. Now change direction. Inhale and then exhale. And then inhale and then exhale. And you've got 2 more. Inhale and then exhale. And then last one. And then exhale, and then holding it here and just squeezing that ball 5 times for 5, for 4. Use those back muscles. 2, 1. From here, press your hands into the mat, round your spine, shell stretch. This is where I love to use the ball on my abdomen and I round over it, giving me that lovely decompression of the spine. Inhale, exhale, rolling yourself back up. Super work, guys. Okay, we're going to come onto all fours and bringing the ball in between your thighs here. Let's come into our cat stretch. So shoulders are over those wrists, hips are over those knees, spreading those fingers wide. Now from here, inhale, lengthen head and tailbone up towards the ceiling. Just a slight one here. You don't want to dump down. As you exhale from the tailbone, scoop the lower belly in, squeeze the ball, and round the spine like an angry cat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Draw the belly button in to find a little bit more space through the vertebrae. Inhale. Exhale. This last one, we're going to just add a little bit of a plank hover here. Exhale, round the spine, hold it here. Tuck those toes under and hover those knees just 1/2 inch. Hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, and release down. Excellent work. Come back to a neutral position. Take the ball in your left hand here. Inhale as you reach the ball up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rolling it under and roll it away, coming into your thread the needle. Inhale as you roll it back up. Exhale, roll it through. And if it feels good, you can roll it a little bit further. You can go deeper into that rotation here through the thoracic spine. Careful that you don't sit back when you rotate. You want to keep on that all 4 position. Coming back up, let's go to the other side. Inhale, exhale, rolling it away. And the spine might feel, we do get a lot of tightness in that thoracic spine, that mid region of our spine, which is why it's so important to breathe from the rib cage. so that we can allow a little bit more access to that oxygen into our muscles, and then releasing it there. From here, guys, the ball is going to go back in between your thighs, and then you're going to tuck those toes under, coming back to that hover plank, but we're going to add something. So as you exhale, hover it. Inhale, exhale, hover the knees towards the left without raising those hips. Inhale, center. Exhale, keep a soft bend into the elbows if you are hypermobile here. Keep the back of the neck long so you're looking just beyond your fingertips. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale over to the right, inhale center, holding it here, and then gently releasing down. Excellent work, guys. From here, we're going to bring the ball underneath our right hand. A little bit of extension work here. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to roll the ball away as you extend your left leg. Now draw the left hip point down, draw the lower belly in. As you inhale, exhale, draw the knee to the elbows, you roll the ball in. Inhale. Exhale. The spine is long here on that inhale. As you exhale, the gaze looks towards the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend one more time. And then exhale, release down. Let's switch over to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Let's come into the starting position. Right hip draws down, looking just beyond your fingers or to the top of the mat. Exhale. Draw ball to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend. And then slowly draw that right knee down. Let's do a little bit of mobility into the wrist. As you know, if you come to my classes, I'm all about wrist mobility. So turning those fingers in and rocking forwards and backwards onto those wrists, feeling that lovely stretch through the backs of the wrists. And let's bring them back. And then from here, lifting up onto the fingers, fully onto the fingers themselves, and release down. Couple more like this. Last one. And then from here, the harder one for most people is on the backs of the hands. Try and straighten those arms as much as you can. Breathe through it. It is quite intense. For 3, 2, 1, and releasing there. Excellent work, guys. Let's come into our spine twist today. So from here, if you need to sit up onto a block, I would recommend you do so. And extending your legs out here and making sure your feet are flexed. And let's come into our standard spine twist. So relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, arms out in front with the palms facing down. And as you exhale, it's 3 exhales over to your left as you flex the elbow. 1, 2, 3. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And maybe that third exhale, that third part of the rotation pulls you a little bit deeper, but without leaning back. What we're not doing is that rowing, okay? Let's do one more on each side. And last one. Excellent work, guys. Good. Take yourself off the block again if you were using it. And then let's come to the top of our mat. Let's start with a little bit of half roll back. So from here, you want to start in flexion. So the back of the neck is long here. Keeping, again, that belly button tucked in. Squeezing into that ball, feet are hip width apart. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, as I tuck my tailbone, I slowly roll back halfway. C-curve spine. Inhale as I roll back forwards. Exhale. Melting those shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale. Deep abdominal connection here. Pulling that belly button in. pubic bone towards my navel. Now one more here. Let's come to where we're stable, but we still feel the challenge. Palms facing in towards one another. Let's scissor the arms. Let's challenge that rib cage here a little bit more. Pulling the ribs down towards my hips. We go for 4, 3, shoulders away from the ears. Last one, squeeze the ball, hold it. And then pull yourself over. Give yourself a good little hug here. Excellent work, guys. We're going to use the ball again, similar position. You can play around with the position, of course, if you prefer. But you're going to bring the ball between your thighs or between your calves, flexing the feet like they're pushing up against the wall in front of you. Arms can be out in front or the arms can be up towards the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here, exhale, tuck the tailbone, slowly roll down, lower back, mid back, upper back with control. Arms extend overhead, ribs pull in. Inhale, exhale. Scoop over your thighs. You're looking at your knees, boobs, rib cage, belly off the thighs. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale. Squeeze the glutes as you tuck that tailbone, rolling down lower, mid, upper, back. Ribs pull in. Inhale, exhale. Rounding over. Let's do this one more time. Flexing those feet. Exhale. Slowly rolling down all the way to the mat. Hug those knees in, guys. Rock from side to side. So we've got a bit of core sort of endurance coming up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our single leg stretch. And you're going to extend your left leg, bend your right knee. Now, from here, you're imprinting your spine, okay? So your lower back is against the mat here, pointing your toes here. And every time you're going to pass the ball under the bent knee on your exhale. Shoulders away from the ears here. Keep the back of the neck long, tucking the chin in slightly. Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Another 8. Another 7, another 6, another 5, another 4, another 3, 2, 1. From here, we come into double leg stretch. So we pass the ball. See how much I have to flex my spine using my abdominals to pass the ball underneath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last 2 here before we switch directions. Let's go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going, guys. I know it's tough. Tucking that chin in. Last 2. Little break after this. And then hug those knees in. Rock from side to side. Lengthening that tailbone down to the mat. Give yourself your little back, a little massage here. And then from here, guys, we're going to take it into 2 more exercises. So again, it's very similar to the double leg stretch we just did, but we're engaging slightly different muscles here. So you're going to pass the ball in between those ankles here. Now from here, you're going to inhale as you extend arms and legs. As you exhale, you pass the ball, squeeze the legs together, and then pass it again. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more here. Last one. Holding here. And then bending those knees. Release, hug the knees in. 1 more to go, guys. It's our obliques, okay? So from here, you're going to extend, reaching that ball, squeezing it to the outer side of that bent knee. It's opposite rib to opposite thigh, not shoulder, not elbow, or rather shoulder, but not the elbow, okay? We don't want to be sandwiching the face here with our elbows. So from here, inhale, exhale, switch. You're reaching the ball away from you working into those oblique muscles. We've got 8. We've got 7. Point those toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, release. Fantastic work. Let's release everything with a little bit of shoulder bridge, shall we? Those hip flexors are definitely screaming at me right now. So ball in between those thighs, arms down by your sides, press the triceps into the mat here, but be careful of that rib cage. Neutral spine, straight up, straight down. Exhale, squeeze the ball and the glutes. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. One more time. Releasing down. Now, little bit for the glutes with the ball. The ball comes underneath the right foot. Triceps pressing down. Head in a neutral position. Just check if that chin is slightly tucked here. Now from here, as you exhale, you're pushing up as effectively into a single leg glute bridge. Now from here, as you exhale, rolling that ball out on the right leg. Inhale back in. Exhale. So this leg is working super hard to stabilize. Sometimes what I like to do is bring my fingertips onto my hip bones to make sure that one hip isn't dropping down, okay? So both glutes are working here, but predominantly my left. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it here and give me 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release down. Let's switch sides, and then I promise there will be a little stretch. From here, as you exhale, pushing up. Now again, checking where my hip bones are, checking their level. Inhale, exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, no movement, no rocking in my pelvis. Spine is long. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. Hold it here. 10, 9, squeeze, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Well done, guys. Good. Let's just stretch it out for a second. So, right leg over left thigh. Thread the hands behind your left thigh, okay, your hamstrings, and then flexing your feet. And usually what you're told here is to pull the legs in. I'd like you to lengthen your tailbone down towards the mat and push the legs into your hands. I believe you feel that a lot deeper into the stretch, so into your right glute and right hip. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Now releasing the hands, keep the legs as they are. Left foot down, right foot down, twist. Looking over to the right hand. Relax the shoulders, melt them down into the mat. Breathe. Breathe into the side body. And then slowly bring them back to center. Let's go over to the other side. So left foot over. And then bringing those hands behind the right thigh. And then flexing the feet and maybe pressing those legs away. So into the hands. But also consciously I'm pulling or pushing away that left knee as well. So I'm really getting a deeper stretch into the hip. And then releasing those hands, drop the right foot, drop the left foot, and then looking towards my left hand. Breathing here, making sure there's no excess tension into my shoulders. And then releasing there. Excellent work, guys. Whilst we're here, we're going to flip over, ready for Swan Dive. So, legs are wide, ankles are laterally rotated or externally rotated. Pushing your pubic bone down into the mat, squeezing the glutes, one forearm. Other forearm. Now from here, We're reaching the shoulders away from our ears here. Looking down towards the mat as I exhale. I lengthen to extend my spine. Crown of the head is reaching away from my tailbone. Inhale, exhale, I melt back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here, squeeze those glutes, exhale. Now, a few pointers here, guys. You want to make sure that when you come up into your extension, you're not compressing into that lower back region, okay? So really be mindful that there's no pinching into your lower back. So as much as you can, when you lengthen here, really thinking about maybe softening those elbows, that you don't have to turn this, and certainly not into a back bend, okay? You're thinking again, the sternum raising up towards the ceiling and then down. Let's go for one more. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, release there. Press the hands into the mat. Push yourself up into your shell stretch again. Rounding over that ball. Your arms can be down by your sides or your arms can extend in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, roll yourself back up. Let's come onto our side. So we're going to come onto our left side or your right side. Depends if you want to be mirrored. And then you're going to bring, so your arm can be like a pillow for your head here. And you want to make sure that your bottom knee is bent, bringing it forward. And then with your top leg, you're going to place the ball behind your right knee. So I'm also making sure I've got, as you all know now, little mouse house, okay, underneath my left waist here. And just making sure that my top hip is lengthened away and I'm feeling that nice neutral spine. My core is engaged. My hand is in front, shoulder away from the ear. Now from here, what you're going to start is from some lift and lowers, okay? So squeezing into that ball here, squeeze and then down. Lift and then down. And the movement is coming from the hip. I'm really conscious about squeezing into that ball. So I'll feel this not only in the glute eventually, and that right glute med, that glute area of our glutes that stabilizes our pelvis, but also into the hamstring. We've got 3. We've got 2. We've got 1, holding it here, and just give me little squeezes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making sure that leg is about hip height, and then from here you're going to bring the knee forward and then you're going to squeeze it back. So I'm conscious here that as I bring the leg back, I am engaging into my glutes, but not to the point where I'm going to rock my pelvis backwards. So inhaling, exhaling, constant tension into that ball. Otherwise, going to lose that connection and the ball is going to drop. And then 2 more like this. And then last one. And then from here, I like to call it the corkscrew. You're going to tap the knees down and then tap the feet down. And then tap the knees and then tap the feet. And then tap the knees, tap the feet. And again, this is where definitely that glute med has woken up. So really try and keep that connection with the breath as much as you can. Keep wary of any other tension into your shoulder. And we've got 2. And then last one. And then holding it here for another 10, 9. Just keep it strong. Squeeze that ball as much as you can. 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Oh, yes. Definitely hit the spot. Okay, guys, let's come up onto that side. And let's come into actually an exercise without the ball. So we're going to do our side bend. Always good to include some lateral flexion. So going to show both modifications. Your right foot is in front of your left. Your left wrist is in line with your front knee. Okay, this is the modified version on your knee. Your arm is out in front. Make sure no collapsing. You're pressing the ground away. As you exhale, you push the hips forward, up, and then over. you're coming over like a rainbow. I want you to imagine when you're doing side bends is that you're sandwiched between two panes of glass. So the bottom can't stick out, the rib cage can't stick out. So that is your modification if you want to go for a modification. It's still quite tough, to be perfectly honest. Bring your wrist in line with your hips, slightly lengthen the feet away, and this is your full version. Again, I'm squeezing the glutes, pushing the hips forward and up, and I'm not flopping my arm here. Everything is strong and active, and then I slowly release down, okay? So this one is obviously harder. Really think about pressing into the feet here as well. When you've done another 2 here on that side, slowly down, then hug the knees in. And then just grab whatever you can, the shins, the feet, and then counter stretch into that mermaid stretch. Trying to keep the sitting bones down as much as you can on the mat. Holding for 3, 2, 1, release. Let's go over to the other side. So bring the ball over and then forming a little pillow for your head here, and then making sure that that front knee, or that lower knee is just bent here to support that top leg, and then the ball comes behind that left knee, and making sure we've got the little mouse house, okay? Belly button pulled in, lengthen that top hip away if you need to, and then let's go with those lifts and lowers again. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And then really consciously thinking about, obviously we've got the squeeze, okay, there's some resistance there. But at the same time, we're also thinking about the control of the movement upwards and downwards, like you're moving through a really thick, sticky substance like honey. So create the resistance for the movement itself, as well as the engagement of the muscles. Last 2. Last 1. Good. And then from here, lifting it up, give me little squeezes into that ball. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now start to draw the knee forwards and then start to drive it back. Again, being wary of your range of movement here. You don't want to rock it all the way back and then find yourself tipping your hips back. So keep the control, keeping the length in the sides of your waist. We've got 3. We've got 2. Coming up, that corkscrew, 1, and then from here, tap the knees, tap the heels. Knees, feet, knees, feet. And really making sure that I'm squeezing into that ball as optimally as possible. Starting to ache now. We always have that weaker side, and this is the weaker side for me. Last 2. Yes, yes, last 1. And then bringing it up here, holding it here. Squeeze into that ball as hard as you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Release. Wow. Definitely hits the spot. Okay, guys, we're coming over into side bend on side 2. Find your positioning, whichever modification you're taking, and then as you exhale over into that side bend, squeezing the hips forwards and up, and then inhale as you come down. Exhale, keeping the shoulder strong, okay, that stabilizing shoulder, squeezing the bum, ribs in and down. Give me 2 more of those. Really thinking about pulling the ribs towards the hips, that abdominal connection again. And when you've done your last one, grabbing those knees and then coming into that little mermaid stretch here. Inhale and then exhale, release there. Let's come into a downward facing dog. Tucking those toes under and lifting those hips up, drawing those triceps in towards your body. And then from here, walking the hands towards the feet, vice versa, and then grabbing opposite elbows, releasing the back of the neck here. Maybe shifting a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet, softening the knees, really relaxing here, nice and floppy. And then releasing those arms, taking an inhale as you bend the knees. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time, restacking the spine as you come up, rolling those shoulders back and down. Interlace the fingers behind you and reach those arms back. Shoulders away from the ears. Try not to lean forward, slightly tucking that chin in. And then releasing down. We're going to come into a little bit of extra glute work. So you're going to bring the ball in between your thighs here. And then from here, you're going to lift up on your inhale onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, release the heels down. Inhale as you come into that mini squat, arms extend by the ears. Exhale as you squeeze up and constantly squeezing that ball. Inhale as you extend up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, up. We've got two more like this. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Remember to draw that tailbone down towards the ground in that squat. And then holding it here, guys. Now lifting those heels as high as you can. And give me 10 pulses here. 9, 8, 7. You didn't think it was over, did you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Can you sink a little bit deeper and squeeze the ball? 10, 9, I know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs. Release the heels. Well done. From here, I'm going to take that ball. Last bit here, I promise. Standing on that left leg, bringing that knee up to hip height. Now from here, squeezing into the ball, okay? Keep the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then release down. Other side, stabilize, think nice and tall through the spine, and then exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale, squeeze into that ball. Exhale, rotate from the rib cage, guys. We've got one more. Inhale. And then releasing down. From here, guys, taking that ball back in between the thighs and then lifting up nice and tall. Let's take a little bend over to the left. Inhale, center. Squeeze that ball for stability. Coming back to center now. Draw those ribs in. Squeeze the ball. And then close your eyes. Try and hold this balance for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Open the eyes, reach nice and tall, and then slowly release down to the heels. Raise the shoulders up towards the ears, guys. Inhale, exhale, drop those arms like a dead weight. And again, one more time. Inhale, exhale, release it all out. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Please send me your comments, comment underneath the video, and please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you on the mat soon.